So, welcome to part 2 of Creators Dementia, episode 10, interview with Karlie Beebe, aka the Alaskan Rose. The first one took a little bit long, so I separated this one into 2 parts, and part 3 will be coming as well because the interview is not done yet. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of part 1, episode 10, Creators Dementia. Have fun.
Yeah. Go to college, kids. Don't worry about a degree, though.
Nah, just show up. That's all you gotta do. Just show up.
Well, actually, doing this, I've accidentally almost gathered a degree.
See? It just takes time with horrible teachers.
Yes, it's the math, though. So I have, almost an English degree, but I'm missing all of the math.
I hate math. I cannot do
Me
math.
too. I'm like, why do I have to do math to write?
Right. Like, I was a CNA. I'm 32 now, so 11 years ago, and I was such a good CNA. The nursing home was actually going to send me to nursing school to become a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know math was a requirement. I missed the program by 6 points because I did not know how to. I just can't do fractions. That's the worst thing ever. But yeah, it's that close to being a nurse.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're here having probably way more fun than dealing with COVID on that end.
Yeah, I probably would have been fired anyways. No big deal.
Well, see? It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Mine's algebra. I was good with fractions. It was whenever the alphabet started getting involved with the numbers that I'm like, that's not math. That says the word cat.
Yeah. It says solve for X. I found a D somewhere. I don't know what X is.
Yeah, and so I really think it's just because my brain works in words, and so if there's letters, that's all I can try and unscramble. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. So this question, it's not on the list, but I'm going to ask you this because I've heard this before from different people. When you are thinking inside your head, do you hear your voice or do you see words?
I hear.
Okay.
I internally hear a narrator.
Yes.
But it's literally a book narrator.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm walking, I'll be all, and she walked through the wet, wondrous, blah, 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 and a mysterious stranger from the past. And, and so.
you got a monologue.
Yeah, that's what it is I have a full, I have a narrative action adventure movie is what, sometimes it's romance, but.
There's people out there that said that they do not hear any voice when they're, writing or thinking of stuff. It's literally, they just see the words imprinted in their mind, and that's how their think process is. My
children's father, Kofi, he's awesome. He actually, we've known each other for 20 years. And so I literally could pick his brain and he didn't have any words, he couldn't hear his own thoughts. And he could only see pictures, but whenever he was writing, it didn't exist until it was on the paper.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I'm like, I have to sit there, write 5 chapters in my head, edit them, put them on paper. Sometimes, though, I can do that, where I'm, sitting here and I can picture the words in order and delete, edit, and rearrange. But I have to, be meditating type.
Yeah,
be all...
You gotta be in that deep, deep thought.
Yeah. But, yeah, and so there's, I can rewrite I like to say it's like a computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I have a file system, and so a lot of times, you might actually notice it. My son points it out. When I'm thinking or anything, I'll be all... Or I'll be all...
Like a typewriter.
And, yeah, and it's basically I'm going through a Rolodex.
Ha-ha.
Being all...
Okay.
Or buffering.
Right.
If I'm having a conversation, sometimes if my thought's stuck, I'll do this.
Yep. I will sit there if I'm in deep thought or stressed or just a little bit angry or depressed, basically the major emotions. I'll sit there and I'll go, just to get a sense of feeling from something else besides my mind.
Two. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3,
Uh-huh.
2, 1.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you just push your fingertips together and you're like, okay, I can
Yeah.
feel this, so it's not that bad.
That's actually my secret for nightmares too, is because of writing and video games or whatever, I guess I have a little bit more control when I'm dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm scared, there'll be this moment where I realize I'm sleeping and I'll grab my significant other and I'll put my hands on them. And in my head, I'll be all, this is real, this is a dream.
Yeah.
This is real. And every time this is real, I push with my hands and it'll get me out of the nightmare.
Mm. Them half in, half out dreams
hmm
where you gotta literally jolt yourself out and
Yeah.
you're more exhausted than when you went to sleep. I hate those.
Yeah.
Sleep
But yeah, that was,
paralysis. I hate it.
I hate that one. But yeah, that's just when we're, because I have, I guess it's complex post traumatic stress disorder.
Mm-hmm.
It's I guess it's just a genetic whatever. But, yeah, it's something that I learned is that you can just touch whatever's, or your wall or your bed. It has to be something that you can feel. And you
Yeah.
can just think, this is real, this is a dream. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's a grounding technique.
Yeah. Kind of like if you have that sense of vertigo, they tell you to put your foot off your bed and just put it flat on the surface, but stay laying down. It's supposed to help you
hmm
get out of the vertigo mindset. Ooh, I hate vertigo.
I know it works when you're drunk.
I can't do this anymore. No, I'm good.
And then you just put your hand on the wall and you're like, nope, I'm not really moving.
Nope, I'm cool. The wall. Why is my hand going through the? Oh no, I'm just gone. You know what? I'm going to bed.
I just needed where the wall was. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a lot of fun. I'm so happy that I said that I would do this. I was really nervous, but yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, because usually if I record, I'm by myself. I make sure nobody's in this house because I get freaked out if people are listening to me talk, like as I'm talking. But if they watch my videos, I'm okay with it. So when we first started, if no one noticed, I probably got just a little bit too country when I did the introduction because I don't know what it is, but I will go to a deep Texas accent, and I'm not even from Texas. I'm from here in Kentucky. So, but yeah, I will go deep country because I did it when I did my interview with a news station when Zed's Rising came out. Everybody looked at me and they said, "Bradley, are you okay?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They go, "You went country." I'm like, "Oh God, oh no."
I can talk live. I've done lots of communication classes, which is why the Wild America.
Yeah.
It's the watching myself afterwards. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I made that joke. Everyone thinks I'm. So if I embarrass myself, just don't tell me.
Yeah, just let me live it. I'm good. Out of sight, out of mind. No problems.
Exactly.
Oh, me. All right, so we will go to question 3. What time is it? Oh, still good. What is the most difficult part of your writing process?
Getting time alone without children.
I can understand.
Just like during the interview, they just like to pop in and visit me because they love me as if I'm someone important to their lives.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
Weird.
What are you, their mother? I mean, I don't get
It's
it.
almost like it's almost as if I grew them in my stomach and they love me. It's weird. It's weird.
Hmm.
No, I love it and it's wonderful. But half the time it does mean that just getting my desk clean and being like, I'm going to write. I have to be okay with that being my entire writing. But yeah, it's just the children just.
Yeah.
And they just think I'm interesting is mostly what it is. And so it isn't that they want to be pains or they need me to do anything. Most of the time they just want to watch or do what I'm doing and hear me talk or hear me sing. And
yeah.
like getting mentally ready for this, I was listening to country music and bellowing. My mom says I sing like a cow, so I guess I was going moo. But
No.
in my defense, old country does sound like cows singing.
Yeah.
But and so my son was like hiding just behind the door with a big old grin, listening to me like, yeah. So it's that kind of stuff. They're like, "What are you doing?" So,
Prepping.
you're our favorite person.
Talk to me.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, can I have a drink of water? Can I have a Go-Gurt? Can I have a fruit snack? Can I have a fruit snack? Can I have another fruit snack?
Yeah. It's like, okay, sure. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and lock the door.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the kids.
It's the kids, yes. The kids. Yeah. Like if I'm writing, my oldest will come up to me. He'd be like, "Let's have a drawing contest." I'd be like, "Okay, sure." It's like, I could use a little break, no big deal. And then that one drawing contest will turn into 5 others, and then
Yes.
5 more after that. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not doing any writing today. Let's just do this."
Yeah. I mean, and it's so they're only little for so long, and
Yeah,
you have to understand that your career can wait as
yeah,
much as you don't want it to, or it
right,
has been waiting. And
yeah,
but yeah, like me, they'll be all, "What are you reading?" And then I'll tell them, and they'll be all, "Can you read this story now?"
yeah.
And I'm like, "I guess we're reading story."
I love it when my oldest he'll take a piece of paper and of course he'll just randomly draw stuff on it, but he will write Zeds on it because he's proud of my first book. He's 8 years old. Of course, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's not read it. Thank God.
Yeah.
But like anything zombie related, he's like, I gotta tell Daddy because it's zombies.
Jacob Jacob is that way. Like he gets like this big old grid, and he's like, "You're a pinup model," and people will be like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" And Jacob's like, "She's a pinup model." And like we're at church, the pastor's like, "Blah blah blah," and what do you do for work? And Jacob's like, "She's a pinup model," and I'm like,
Hmm. Thanks, buddy.
yeah, I'm like. Can we just say I'm a writer to some people? Like, the
Right.
people at church don't need to know that part. Like, it isn't bad, but
Yeah.
it's just not church.
Yeah. It's not church appropriate. Like, I'm pretty sure me talking about zombies isn't church appropriate either.
Yeah, like that guy,
But,
you're just like,
yeah. It's like, ah.
I know I'm very careful of who I add from church onto my friends list.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I actually have like 4 or 5 pastors and pastor wives on my friends list. So obviously churches are more open to things than
Yeah.
people give them credit for.
Oh yeah. Like I love my church. It's a great group of people. They don't judge anybody. You walk in there, if it's your first time in them doors, they're like, "Oh, hey, glad you could make it." It's not like, "Oh, you got tattoos, get out."
I love churches like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I haven't been in a while because I've been working, but yeah, I love my church. So.
Yeah, I'm actually like we're in between churches right now
Mhm.
personally, but
Yeah. Hey,
I didn't grow up going to church either.
yeah.
Me and my Black Wolf actually was going through religious training through his grandfather,
Mm.
and so we did church ourselves on Sunday. And so I'd go out with like my little Fisher Price thing, playing We Sing Bible songs,
Mhm.
and then he would stand around preaching about the bad stuff our parents did and how we needed to be better parents than they were. And
That's awesome.
it is like it
That is
actually
awesome.
like we're both very very like as good religious like still to this day this like Bible like talking.
Yeah.
So we do home church actually, and he's ordained, and we were.
Me
That's
too.
actually another project.
Me too.
Oh, neat! Yeah, that's actually another project we're doing is a church, called the
Awesome.
Church of the Willow and the Alder, and it's for we're hoping to do more of a homeless teen outreach.
Oh, okay.
that's what he's been doing, is just traveling around, helping homeless teenagers and like being a father figure to the ones whose families had
Mm-hmm.
left them. And what's funny is I actually was at a homeless teen youth shelter as a teenager because I was homeless. And so I personally also have been doing teen outreach. Right now, I even have a 20-year-old staying with us in exchange for help around the house because she needed a place to stay. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that's another project.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we figured if we were going to travel around anyways, we'd have to go to the cities, and
Yeah.
so,
There you
and
go.
it's always fun to find young people that are willing to help carry equipment.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. When I work behind the camera for a show on Amazon right now called Remnant 13. I was
Mhm.
part of the camera crew. I was assistant key grip. I even became key grip one time. And yeah, carrying equipment is rough because I had to carry that equipment. And I mean, there was one thing called a dolly, and it wasn't, just a normal dolly. It literally had a seat and a camera extension where you could put the camera on it. The camera guy would sit on it, and then you'd have to push them down some tracks to get the perfect shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I always wondered how they did those like moving.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
Just some guy all.
yeah. Got a guy just pushing in the back, and the other one's just sitting there looking through the camera, just watching as they go through. It was pretty wicked, but yes.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Like,
The show only got one season.
no,
But
I'll have to look at it though, because
yeah, it's a zombie show, which is why I wanted to do it.
hey, I like zombie shows, so I my children's dad and I are one of our first dates was to Zombieland.
I love Zombieland.
It's a good movie.
Yes, and Double Tap was just as good. I was
I
surprised.
wanted to see that one,
Yeah.
but I don't normally watch sequels.
Yeah, Double Tap was really good.
I will have to
I was happy.
put in that on my notes too.
Yep. Another future plan. There we go.
Yeah. That's the ADHD. I'm always always planning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm always prepping. Yep. See.
But what you don't see is the other 75 notebooks that are also plans I'm
Yep.
doing.
Yeah, I got a things to do list in my drawing sketch pad because that was the only thing I could find at the time.
Yeah, my drawing sketch pad and my note. Oh, you came back to say hello.
Beeps.
Yeah, he loves me very much. He's 13, and I mean, look at that face. But yeah, no, I like zombies.
Zombies are an obsession of mine, anyways.
I think a lot of people, because if not, they wouldn't be so popular.
Right. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised on how much that fandom has actually continued to grow.
Me too, and for such length of time, it's been.
Yeah, Walking Dead, they got in it right when they should have. They got lucky. So I know you basically answered this question already, which was how long have you been writing? Because you said 4 basically.
Yeah, since I could write.
And of course, you said you got the first work published when you were 7.
About 7,
7.
I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, you got first place. Yeah.
Yes, in the Alaska State Fair.
Yes. I
actually still have the check that they gave me for. It was $20.
Shoot, yeah, $20 royalty.
Yeah, in 1992, that was at least a.
Yeah, when I got my first job when I was 16, back in the early 2000s, my checks were like $85, and I was happy with that.
Yeah, mine. I think it was McDonald's. We got paid every 2 weeks. It was like $200, and I'm all.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm rich. Woo!
Yeah.
Now you make $200. You're like, okay, I gotta pay insurance.
You're like, yay, I could buy bread.
Yeah, I can buy bread. Bread and an apple.
Yay, these 2 bags of groceries, $500.
Yeah, that'll last 4 days. Thank you, America.
Why? Because I wanted to eat some protein.
Yeah. I'm just going to McDonald's. Screw this. I used to work there, so I'm gonna spend my money there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was 4 years old. It was basically a vampire book. So, see, zombies, vampire. It was on a paper plate. And basically, the whole story was once there was a vampire, and it bit, what was it? It bit a bear, and the bear turned into a vampire. And then the bear vampire bit a dog, and the dog turned into a vampire. Anyways, and I just went through, like, from biggest to smallest, and then, like, I think the last one was a blueberry, and then I was like, and there was an army of vampires!
That is great. I would love to see a vampire bear type story.
But yeah, that was the whole story. Was it went from a bear to a dog to a cat to a mouse to a watermelon to
The watermelon bit the blueberry. I'd be dang.
yeah, and then like no, I think there was also like other fruit, but yeah, it was just about this big, and I was like, and a whole army of vampires. Like that was the part I read to my parents, like very dramatic. Of vampires.
You just went straight down the line. Bear bit a dude, or sorry, no, bear bit a dog. Dog bit a cat. Then at the end of it, you're like, oh, and also army of vampires. That's the selling point. You got to remember, there's an army of vampires.
Like apparently that was the whole point. Was the vampire was creating an army.
An army.
But because I was 4, I didn't know that I had to do like backstory. Yeah. Why did he need an army of random fruit and animal vampires? What was his motivation?
Good news is you turned a watermelon into a blood-sucking weirdo, so that's cool.
But the English teacher in me wants to be, what does the watermelon represent?
Doesn't have to represent anything, Martha. Dang.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, 20 years after I die, someone's gonna watch this and be like, you know, I think the blueberry is her childhood.
Yeah. We need to get a psychiatrist in here real quick. Let's evaluate this situation.
Yeah. I think there was actually a South Park episode about how there doesn't have to be any motivation behind your writing.
That's why they're still going. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if anyone ever wants, I actually do have, like, a rewriting of, to the best of my knowledge, of that story. It's on my Facebook. Every so often around Halloween, I put it back out there.
Army of vampires!
Army of vampires!
And then at the end of it, it's going to say, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Yeah, that would be a timeless classic.
I really think so. Like, yes. I really should just republish it. I should just redo it and just, like, have a big...
Yes. A big blowout. An event, premieres, book signings. Just make sure you don't rewrite it. Leave it as it is.
Yeah, no. Well, see, actually, that might work if I do a picture book.
Yeah.
And put it for 4-year-olds.
Yeah. They might tell you to change the word vampire, though.
Maybe. Blood-sucking individual.
We will...
A person of vampirial descent.
There we go. See, perfect. Because then they'd be like, "Mommy, what's what's that word?" Be like, "Don't worry about it, dear. Just look at your picture book." Say, perfect.
Why is this blueberry doing this?
Yeah. Why is it bleeding blue goo? Just don't worry about it, sweetie. Keep looking at your picture book.
Oh, funny. Yep. Yeah, it was just
perfect.
See, and I think any author who's been doing it long enough probably has a childhood story of just where you knew that you're going to be an author. Yeah.
Just that one time that something happened about a
And you're
vampire and
like,
a bear.
yeah, and you're like, oh, that's my life quest.
Yeah. I am now going to journey to depression.
Yeah.
Thanks, world.
Now I'm gonna just spill my entire soul onto paper and let people read it
Yeah.
and then cry because they don't actually understand me.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be the ones that's, that's throughout their life, they're going to be like, I don't care what people think about me. I'm my own man. And then they're like, why did they judge my work so hard?
Yeah.
Yep.
One bad review, and you're like,
oh
my
God. A little girl. Yeah. Oh, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to the sandbox. I'm done. Done.
Yeah, that's actually that was one of my fears of getting all this social media. Is now people are going to be all, boo, you suck.
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping to get enough good, happy voices of people that know me.
Right.
So then I can be all, those people just don't know me.
No, their opinions don't matter.
Yeah.
What'd you say about
my real friends? My real friends get it.
Yeah, that's all that I need.
Exactly.
I don't need no book deal. I got my friends.
My cat loves me.
Yeah.
Yeah, be all, my cat likes the book.
Yeah. He uses it for litter. He loves it.
My dog likes it whenever I read it to him in a monologue.
Have y'all seen my dog?
I don't need your opinion. Who needs a publisher house anyway?
No publisher. I got a dog and 2 friends. I don't care.
And a printer.
And a printer. Does whatever it's told. What? Perfect. Yes. Perfect.
I think that actually sums up writers.
Yes. In a nutshell, you're welcome, future writers. Look, this is what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, future writers, unless you're prepared to literally just feel open to everybody.
Yeah.
Unless don't do it.
Yeah. Unless you were programmed with a positive attitude and an awesome outlook on life, don't be a writer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And definitely don't do it for money.
No. Mm-mm.
That's the compulsion part.
Yes.
If your only motivation is I'm gonna write a book and be rich.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No.
You will, however, go broke buying computers and notepads that you lost and pins that you can't keep track of.
Yes. Like this pin is on me at all times.
I have one that is like the all-weather pins and all-weather notebooks. That's what I started carrying as an adult because I got tired of accidentally spilling coffee all over my precious works of art.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that one. Future writers, go to REI. They have weatherproof paper and weatherproof pens. It's expensive, but print your precious first copy on that. Print it on that.
Not sponsored.
Print it on that. Not sponsored. I will accept sponsorship, though.
We will accept it, but we just don't have it right now.
Nope, this is just pure my own experience of spending a lot of money on REI paper so I don't accidentally destroy my precious works of art anymore.
Yep. And trust me, you will destroy it.
You will.
It's inevitable. You will.
Oh, 2-hole punch and file folders. Also, get a 2-hole punch and file folders. That way you read it like this, not like this. They tear that way better.
Yep.
Learn from our mistakes, children. Learn from our mistakes.
Yep.
Oh, and if you're writing a super cool, awesome back thing about a druid for Tyler, don't let your ex take your computer before you rescue it, because they don't know what you named the file, and neither do you. And now I have to write 1,000 words all over. And it burns.
Yes. It will hit from your throat
because it was
down to your stomach.
It was like in rhythmic, like, it was beautiful. It was like a chanting love song, and I don't remember any of it.
That is part of the depression aspect of being a writer.
And you have to be all, well, I wrote it once.
I can do it again.
I can do it again.
But when?
Yeah. As soon as I get this desk clean and find a pen in my notebook.
Yeah. And then right when you were like, oh yeah, I remember you, as soon as you touched that ballpoint pen, Sharpie, glide gel, whatever, to that
can
notebook.
I have a different snack?
Bam, there it is. It's like, okay. Yeah, or if you're like me and you work for a very demanding convenience store, as soon as you start, bring, need you to come into work. There it is.
My new job, it's at a family-owned restaurant. They're awesome.
There we go.
Everyone's related, and like everyone is really cool. It was my second day, and I actually have to ride my bike to work because I don't have a driver's license. I've never had one, and it was my second day, and I had to get a ride to the bank, in which I was not going to ride my bike over because you have to ride over a cable bridge, and
Oh wow, yeah, no,
yeah,
no.
And so I messaged them that I was running late, and they were completely cool with it. Like, they were really, I like them. So
Family-owned places are amazing.
yeah, and the food's really good. Like, they have like famous macaroni and cheese, and I like noodles. So.
Mac and cheese. I can't have that because of the keto diet, but I love me some mac and cheese.
Well, if you ever have a cheat day.
That's been a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that happens a lot more than we would admit sometimes.
It happens. It'll be okay, though. I'll get back on track because the cardiologist told me I had to.
Yay! Go Team Healthy. Getting
healthy.
Too old to not care.
Yeah. Broccoli? No, I want steak.
I love steak. But yeah, I'm 37, and so I'm at that point of, I guess I need to take care of myself.
Just take care of your hand. That's your money
I'm going to
maker.
live longer than I thought I was.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I made it to 30. Oh,
Yeah.
made it to 32. Got to do something.
Yep.
Didn't think we'd be
I
here.
didn't think I was going to survive my 20s, so
Yeah.
this is new.
Yeah. Whole new world.
A whole new world.
The more you know.
Yeah.
We actually have about 10 minutes left, so we're not actually going to make it through all the questions. But
yeah, if you want to just cut here and then we could do a reintroduction when we can.
We totally could. I'm going to mark this, that way I know exactly. Let's see, so we got through that question, so 1, 2, so.
I think we're at 5.
Yeah, we were at the 4th mark, so it's halfway anyways. So
yeah,
this might actually turn into a 3-parter.
Sweet.
Because I know most people don't listen to podcasts more than 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Oh, but no.
It's because life happens.
Exactly. No worries. So.
Yeah, no, I'm other than like working and I'm like doing, it's like close, so 4 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the West Coast, and so we could like pretty good.
Yeah. So hopefully. Like I said, we can figure out another date to actually finish this up. And let's see. I know not this weekend, but maybe next weekend I'll have a better shot at it because I do work, but I'm usually out of there by like noon my time. I usually
and that would be
do paperwork.
That'd be 2 my time. But yeah, I could find out my day off and just let you know. Does that work?
You said it'd be 2 your time? So are you ahead of me or behind me?
Ahead.
Okay.
No, behind.
Yeah,
behind.
you're behind.
So 10 my time.
10, yeah.
That's perfect. That is perfect. Sorry. Okay, I have the time zones.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah. So 10 my time, that is
Yeah.
Amazing. That will work. So what day? Any day, actually, for me would work.
Let's see. So this will actually be released on the 5th. So we could actually do another interview on the 5th. And then
Hey, yeah.
we can release, I can release it 2 weeks after that, because I know the episode after this one will be Zombie Talk again. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to do odd episodes for Zombie Talk, and the other episodes, complete writing,
Yeah.
stuff.
No, and that works out perfectly. I can put it in ink on my thing and everything, and you'll be up.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah, that's done. Yeah, 10 my time is perfect.
Awesome. So I'm going to write down in my notebook, March 5th, interview again with Miss Alaskan Rose Karlie Beebe.
But yeah, I mean, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, the Alaskan Rose, and sometimes it'll be the Alaskan Rose Karlie Ann, but the Alaskan Rose is primarily what it was. It used to be Karlie Ann, the Alaskan Rose Karlie Ann, because I didn't know if there was another Alaskan Rose.
Right.
And when there wasn't, then I just dropped the Karlie Ann, and that way I will be the only Alaskan Rose.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when I was creating the Hidden Hollow stuff I'm doing, I actually came across this place like very far out called Hidden Hollow Photography, and now I'm like, crap, that's what I'm naming my photography. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing more than just photography, so now I just named it all Hidden Hollow Productions, photography included.
Yes, no, I like it, and I really like your new
My logo.
emblem. Yeah, like it's really good. I need to work on one for a couple of my pages, because like, I know, it's so cute. But yeah, like I have like a dog walking page that I'm doing. If anyone's in the Tri-Cities, Washington, and your followers of, I don't know, and if my followers
Both of us.
7, yeah, and with our combined followers of the population of Trapper Creek, Alaska, if any of you are in the Tri-Cities, Washington, Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, I'm doing dog walking and dog sitting with, my business is called Ann's Acres. Let me love your pet.
Yeah.
Let me love your pet. I want to love it.
Give me your pet. Now.
Now,
Not
I demand
tomorrow.
all pets.
Now.
I will pat them and tell them they are the goodest boys and girls, and then we will just go to the park. I'm also offering cosplay options where I will TikTok or send selfies where I'm dressed up like, well, apparently I could do Mandalorian pinup.
See?
Do you want a Mandalorian pinup to walk your dog?
Ah.
I will send you selfies with your dog. Your dog will just be like, this is weird.
And the Alaskan Rose will be like, don't care. I love it.
Let me pet your dog. I love you. Yeah, so I also do dog training. I guess really quick I can do that. I was learning how to run the Iditarod, so I do dog training, dog walking. I also can ski, snowshoe, shoot, drive a snow machine, 4-wheel. I know what mudding is. I can peel logs. I can cook over an open fire, and I like doing historical reenactment. So if you want to see someone who's completely insane, follow me.
Follow her.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
With animals.
With animals.
She will.
And bikes.
She will snowboard with your squirrel.
I will. I will like cross-country ski holding your pet jackrabbit. And take pictures. And just be like,
You gotta hold it like a tray, just.
let me be weird with your pet, but not that weird. No.
Yeah. It will not be next level weird, but it will be pretty weird.
It'll be first level geeky weird.
Yes.
And your pets will love it.
Your pets deserve this.
They deserve it. They really do. They deserve the best, unique babysitter that you can get them. And it's only like $15 for me to walk your pets. So
Not bad at all. Even a
if you want a
babysitter
picture,
is $10 an hour. She's only charging $15 for the day.
yeah. And if you want me to like get all gussied up, $30.
Yeah.
$30.
You gotta pay for the cosplay now. It's a marketing.
It's
tool.
more I have to repay the makeup.
Yeah. We need the blush. We need it now, not tomorrow.
It's very-
Now.
Well, over stuff like this is like $15.
Whew. I'm glad I don't wear makeup.
Just mascara. It's just
Yeah, $15 to make your eyelashes go pow.
yeah. I think I've like $50 booty lotion, like
See?
so your legs are smooth, you know. So yeah, it's for the makeup.
It's tough being a female.
It is, because you could get the cheaper stuff and then you just look like it comes off and it doesn't photograph well, and I wish it did, and but no, you have to go to the mall to get the stuff that looks like this
Yep.
on these kind of cameras, because this is just a laptop camera, and I mean, so that's why the $30 is I'll have to be able to pay for my face.
It's just $30, people. Let her walk your dog in cosplay.
Please, pooper skirts, everything. I could even like play like 1950s music. We could do like a dog sock hop. I'm down. Let me love your pets.
Let me love your pets.
But no, if anyone wants to, I guess, help back the Wild America, it's $ the Alaskan Rose on Cash App. So.
And she's going to send me all the links to her stuff, so that way
Oh,
I
yeah.
can put it in the comments, and that way you guys can actually look it up. That'll be her. Anything she wants to advertise, it'll be down in the comments.
Oh, there's a list.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a nice grocery list of her
So just
wanting
look
to watch
at my
your
list.
pets in
Look at my
cosplay.
list, please. I love you guys. Just let me love your dogs and be weird.
Let her love your dogs more. That's the
Please.
dream.
They want to listen to you, and I want to just pet them.
Well, that would be all for this part 1 of this episode. Hell, we could be actually be in a part 2 right now. Who knows? It'll be after some edits.
We'll figure it out.
Exactly. This has been Creators Dementia, episode 10. I lost track again. But yeah, because 9 is zombie talk. So yeah, episode 10, interview with Karlie Beebe, the Alaskan Rose. Is there any last words you would like to say before we cut out?
I love you. You're beautiful, and just keep trucking.
And she wants your dogs.
And I want your dogs. I'll give them back. I just want to let them lick me.
So stay tuned in with me, because every Saturday around 2 p.m. new episodes come up. And like I said, more than likely this will be a 3-parter, so we automatically going to have 3 more episodes. So, woohoo! Awesome sauce. Everybody, y'all have a good day. God bless. I hope your dreams and everything you ever try to accomplish come true, as long as it's not in a bad way. Remember that. Y'all take care. Karlie, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much. I love having a friend like you.
And we will do this again, because, like I said, this may be part 1 or part 2. I don't know yet.
Oh, you're inked in. You're on the calendar. It's committed.